Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what is up? What is good? We are back here at First Cut Live. As you all know, we are here to break down all the movie news and goodies. I am here, as always, with RB3, but joining us also today to promote a very special musical album, we have Mr. Cade Hughesby in the house. What is up, bro?
What's up, First Cut crew?
The very much anticipated album is on the way, Cade. Tell us all about it, man.
Thank you guys so much for having me on here at the top of the show to do a little plug, a little promo for my new song and music video called Someone. It's a disco funk bop I put out on Valentine's Day, so it's all about finding that special someone. Okay, all your favorite rom-com movies in the future are definitely going to feature this song. So add it to your playlist, stream it, watch the music video. And the music video, we parodied 3 different reality shows. So if you love trash reality TV as much as I do, it's for you. So go check it out. Let me know what your favorite part is. And if you're not subscribed to First Cut, what are you doing? Subscribe right now.
Oh, I love it, man.
Well, let's talk about the video a little bit because, for one, I'm gonna try and play it in a second. I'm gonna try and see if we can do like a little bit live reaction here. Same way we've done in first cut style for Oscars and stuff. We might not do the whole video, but maybe some snippets. But
a little taste, yeah.
Did want to ask. So talk about the influences of the dating shows. What dating shows are you watching right now?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Love Island. The text tone on my phone is the Love Island text message tone. And I know a lot of people are obsessed with The Bachelor, and in the past there was The Dating Game. So these iconic dating shows are sort of like what dating apps are sort of based off of, and dating culture. And with the whole Zoomer culture of like being on Zoom all the time, there's so many ways to find a partner, but these dating shows are literally the funniest way. And I love trash reality TV, so I just had to parody them. Right now I'm not watching any, but The Circle on Netflix, there's kind of some romance in there. I like that show.
I did want to ask.
Go ahead.
My bad. I did want to check in and see if anybody, either in the chat or in this room, has checked out my favorite reality show right now, Joe Millionaire.
That's right. That's
a really good.
I forgot you do your reactions to that.
Yeah.
There's so many, bro. I swear, Joe Millionaire. You know what everyone's on right now, Cade, is Love Is Blind. I see that all over my timeline.
I can never get into that.
I see it all over my timeline. I can't lie, bro. It's pulling me in, bro. I kind of want to see it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to circle back and piggyback off that.
That's the one. That's the one I definitely want to see. RB3, do you have it pulled up right now?
Coming to you live
Can y'all
from
hear it?
Burbank, California. It's
No.
the Someone Game.
I guess you can definitely hear it. So let me.
All right.
Yeah, if we see it, that's good enough, man.
Hold up.
Back to the Someone
Oh my god,
be
this
able
is
to
so
see it.
exciting.
On tonight's episode, we're gonna
I can see it on my phone now.
Yeah, this is.
Who are the contestants, you might ask? Contestant
Sorry, one
number
sec.
1.
This is. We do this every time we do this. Like, we do this thing.
Live.
It's live, y'all.
Can
y'all hear that?
Number 2. My name is
Yes.
Barbie, like the doll. My
Hey, yes, Sam.
impression is Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Down by the river. Family show, Barbie like the doll. Family show. Okay.
I'm watching it too, by the way.
What's your name?
Johnny, I want a woman who knows her way around a good cherry pie. I'm a real patriot. I don't want somebody disagreeing with me. Obedience. That is all.
Damn, bro, all these people are your friends, bro? Damn.
Thank you, contestant. Now let's meet our eligible bachelor. He's 6'2" with hair as blue as a gumdrop. Everybody, let's meet Cade Hughesby. How are you feeling? What's going on?
I'm nervous, honestly, because there's 3 people on the other side of the screen. One of them smells really good, and one of them could be the love of my life. So we'll see what happens.
Who is your someone?
Put it in the link. I'm putting it in the top link in the
It's
description
out
down
right
below.
now on my official artist YouTube channel. There's also a vlog up there and a lyric video. So there, the content's endless, really.
That's amazing, man. And obviously, you have it all the streaming platforms as well.
Yeah, it's everywhere, even TikTok. So,
dude,
get to dancing, kids.
Cade, killing it as always. Appreciate you, man. This is a lot of fun, man. That video, it looks like a blast, and I just every time I saw the behind the scenes of it, I was just like, damn, bro, this looks fun, man.
Thank you.
Fun.
Oh my God, that's so sweet of you. Yeah, it was so much fun to make. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It was so much fun to make, and editing it was crazy. I literally spent like 2 weeks straight, like in front of my computer. Like all the editing was me, all the VFX. So like literally, when I tell you I created this from top to bottom, like with the help of some absolutely incredible artists, like it's just a passion project. So go check it out, show it some love, and thank you guys for sharing it with the people. And
RB3, you had a link to that, right?
Yeah, I put the link in the top of the description, so everybody make sure get the likes going. I make sure I put all the burners on it. Everybody make sure y'all put the burners on it.
All the burners.
Every single burner get to step in and get to supporting K's video right now. And support this. I mean, how many people are watching in the chat? Yo, how many people are literally watching this right now? Yo, these numbers are abysmal. Is something else going on? Is this terrorist attack on?
I mean, like, I was trying.
I mean, World War III did just start, so.
I know, yeah. We can wait on that though.
But thank you guys for real. I really
I appreciate you coming on, man. For real.
I always have a good time on here. I need to come back on more. And Ace, when the Avatar content starts coming out, me and you all day.
Oh, absolutely, man. I can't wait. Even the Netflix stuff, I'm still holding out hope. I'm still crossing my fingers.
Fingers are crossed.
Fingers crossed. It'll be half decent, and I'll still watch it anyway. So appreciate you, Cade, coming on. Cade Hughesby. Make sure you guys look him up. YouTube, all the streaming platforms, even Spotify. He's on there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on, man. This is a lot of fun.
First Cut Nation, you're my favorite YouTube channel. Signing out. Peace.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Peace, man.
Oops. All right, there we go. Nice.
Yeah, man. We got some music news. You know, album drops.
And
I saw you tweeting about the Kanye's, bro. The Kanye. I got you on that. What is that called? STEM.
The STEM player. We don't talk about STEM player in a second, but while you're talking about streaming on Spotify, stream K's album on Spotify. Stream Timestamp soundtrack on Spotify. You could look up the Timestamp soundtrack. Beautiful, beautiful. One of the best scores I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm biased, obviously, but really, honestly, the score is next level. And every time we submit to festivals, we always submit it for best score. Stream Timestamp, but also go to Spotify on the Meaning of Podcast. Go to Spotify on the Meaning of Podcast. If you got Spotify, however you got Spotify on mobile, web, go to the Meaning of Podcast and look at what you find. You might find something very special because we doing something that nobody else is doing. We got video podcasts on Spotify, y'all. Hold up.
Yeah.
Y'all not hearing me right now.
For the Meaning of Podcast, right?
The Meaning of Podcast. Every episode is on video on Spotify. No, we ain't no longer just on YouTube. On Spotify, you can click to any episode. Most episodes, I think some of them are still processing. It takes a while for a lot of those episodes to process, but most of them loaded on Spotify. Be sure to check that out, y'all. It's dope stuff. Dope stuff going on.
Dope stuff indeed, man. But going back to your listening habits, bro, are you fully bought in, bro? You bought in, right?
Hey, man.
To the STEM,
Listen,
to the 250 down to 2? Hey.
It's only 200 really, but hold up. Listen, man, do I have to break some laws to give y'all a little preview of what my man
please
Kanye
do. I mean, there's only 4 people in the chat, so
yeah,
might as well.
Man, why not? Maybe this will get our streams up. Okay, nah, this one's trash though. Hold up. This is the one. My man had bars for my man Ski. Yo.
And show the people how it works.
So you can control each individual stem like of the thing, right? So vocals.
Plus vocals.
This one doesn't have a lot of instrumentals, so it's a little harder to
security at risk. I put the security at risk. Okay, we gonna make this an event. Y'all gonna need security for this.
And you could do this. Look at that. You can keep the loop going if you need to. Speed it up. If I need to make the loop longer, shorter.
I ain't getting frisked. I put your security at risk.
In that joint.
Oh, no, that's wild, man.
Hold up.
It's like
it's like live DJing, like, and then
yeah.
And then hold up, we even go crazier. Hold up.
But I walk in the crib, no getting frisked. But I walk in the crib, no getting frisked. But I walk in the crib, no getting frisked.
Make an echo.
I walk in the crib, no getting frisked. But I walk in the crib, no getting frisked. But I walk in the crib, no getting frisked. But naked in the kitchen.
No, it's just crazy. You can go all day with this, bro. You can go all day with this, bro.
Oh my God, you bought in, bro. You bought in, man.
This is going all day. I'm going all day with this.
Kanye West 2024.
Bro, see, that's the thing. You can't. So, bro, you can't just listen to a song. Because listen, I could just listen to like this song, like Security. I could just listen to it, but then also like I could just play with it for like an hour. You know what I mean? Before I even finish the song out. I don't even know if it even sounds good. So,
I swear, man, the state of the West. The state of the West Union right now, you know, the West fandom is, you know, it's a weird place to be.
It's strong right now.
It's strong. Yeah. It's strong, but it's still weird. You know, it's still odd. I mean, just look at your. I swear, bro. Just look at your timeline. Just look at your Twitter for a sec. And I'm gonna prove a theory, because I have a theory, bro, that this is I swear, I always think about like. I tweet about Attack on Titan. I tweet about movies. I tweet about the Oscars, which is what we're going to talk about, obviously, in a little bit right now. But every time I tweet about Kanye, anything at all, I lose like 15 followers.
Oh, definitely. I lost followers. I lost followers all weekend.
And I was like, bro, I swear, I think RB3 is about to lose some followers.
No, I did lose followers. I literally lost like 15 followers like yesterday for sure.
I swear, it's just like, it's a weird place to be between. I was thinking about this last night. I was like being a leftist and being a Kanye West fan. Like it just doesn't. It's a weird spot, bro. It's a weird spot. It's a weird spot.
No, it's not that weird. People make it weird. I don't think it's that weird. I think people make it weird because of some weird things, but. Because
but then that's fair though. If it's some weird things, it is fair.
But I mean, he's not doing nothing like to hurt nobody. He ain't killing nobody. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't stabbing nobody. Like, so what's wrong?
100K on Pete Davidson's head. 250K if he's still alive, so I can teach him some manners.
Hey yo. Hey, listen.
I'm quoting some Batman movies, bro.
Listen.
500K. What is it, like 500K if he's dead, $1 million if he's alive, so I could teach him some manners?
Listen, man. Hey, listen. Skeet needs to be taught a lesson or two, man. That's all I'm saying. All right, so Skeet might need to be taught a lesson or two.
I'm gonna see the episode tonight of Genius. I'm obsessed with this documentary. Dude. As soon as I saw episode 1, I texted you. Literally, as I saw it, I texted you about it because I feel like I'm the only other. You're the only other Kanye fan I know, and especially looking back at like what Kanye represents and what he meant to so many people. It's just like what he meant to me in my childhood. Like it's some real stuff, man. But we got to get to the Oscars because I only got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
So the Oscars announced 2 days ago that they were going to cut back on 8 categories. These 8 categories were not going to be presented live. They were going to be presented 1 hour before the show, not live on telecast, but they will be presented later on in the show in a clip package. So like in a cut down version of it. So it's still technically on the air. It's just not going to be presented on the show. So I want it to be decent, RB3. And the decent thing to do is to read the entire ass statement from the Academy. So do you want to bear with me and let me read this?
Go ahead. All
right, so they say this. We're excited to present the 94th Oscars broadcast that both honors this year's achievements in motion pictures and provides boundless entertainment for our global audience and movie lovers. After carefully listening to feedback and suggestions from our film community, our network partner and all those who love the Oscars, it was evident we needed to make the change about the broadcast that are in the best interest for the future of our show and organization. When deciding how to produce the Oscars, we recognize that it's a live event, television event, that we must prioritize the television audience to increase viewer engagement and keep the show vital, connected, and relevant. This has been an important focus discussion for quite some time. We do this while also remembering the importance of having nominees relish a once-in-a-lifetime experience. In order to provide more time and opportunity for audience entertainment and engagement through comedy, musical numbers, film clip packages, and movie tributes, a change in the show's production will take place. This year's show producers and Academy leadership, with oversight of the Oscars, have made a decision with the endorsement of the officers and the awards committee that every awards category must be featured on the television broadcast, though 8 awards will initially be presented at the Dolby Theater 1 hour before the broadcast begins. They will not be presented in the pre-show nor on the red carpet as some have speculated. Instead, the in-person ceremony at the Dolby Theater will begin 1 hour prior to the 8 award categories before the live telecast starts. Those presentations will then be edited by our creative and production teams and be folded seamlessly into the live televised show. To be clear, all the nominees in all categories will be identified on air, and all winners' acceptance speeches will be featured on the live broadcast. Every awarded filmmaker and artist in every category will still have the celebratory Oscar moment they deserve on stage of the Dolby Theater, facing an rapt audience. For the audience at home, the show's flow does not change, though it will become tighter, more electric with this new cadence, and the live broadcast should end with the Best Picture category at the 3-hour mark. This year, the categories presented in the evening's first hours, seen later in the broadcast alphabetically, will be documentary short, film editing, makeup and hairstyling, music, aka original score, production design, short film, animated, short film, live action, and sound. The categories presented live in this year's broadcast alphabetically are the other categories: actor in a leading role, actor in a supporting role, all the other actor roles. We recognize that all these changes can be prompt concern about equity, and we ask you to understand our goal to have a balance in which nominees, winners, and members, viewing audience, and all rewarding experience have a rewarding show experience. Moving forward, we will assess this change and will continue to look for additional ways to make our show more entertaining, more thrilling for all involved inside the Dolby Theater and those watching at home. Every Academy branch and award category is indispensable to the success of the vital film and vital to this industry. Both our challenge and our goal is to create an exciting, streamlined Oscars show without sacrificing the long-held fundamentals of our organization. We appreciate your understanding, and you will be grateful in your unwavering support. Do you have the unwavering support, RB3, for this change?
Garbage.
Man, this is a bad move. This is a bad move, Academy. This is a really bad move, and I think what's devastating about this is it really goes to show the lack of recognition that what film actually is, like what makes film. You know, movies don't just become movies just because of actors and directors and the big names. Like, they are birthed because of the craftsmanship that becomes behind it. Like, film is to me, it's the most democratic kind of art form. It's the least, you know, they talk about the auteur theory when we talk about directors. You know, we obviously have a director's podcast, but at the end of the day, there's hundreds of people who work on a film. There's thousands of, you know, there's times thousands of people who work in the film when it comes to pre-production all the way down to marketing. So it's like, why are you only recognizing the film when it comes to the big names, to only the headlining talent, when in reality, you know, the things that might have contributed more to the film's success are the technical categories. And by the way, if you're shutting out best editing, if you're shutting out production design, you're shutting out, I don't know if cinematography is one of them.
It's not. Score.
So, score is being shut out as well. So it's like, why? Then it's like, yo, these are the quintessential elements of what makes film. Without that, like, I think about it might have been 2019, it might have been 2020. I think it might have been 2019. The guy who won best editing, I think it might have been for Joker, went on stage and thanked his country, thanked Sweden, it might have been Sweden. I don't remember exactly what country. If I'm being honest, whatever country it
Might
was,
have been, yeah.
whatever country it was from, he thanked his country because they publicly financed his school and his public schools and allowed him to go to film school to become an editor. Like that's a message that wouldn't get out to American audiences if you cut out that dude's entire speech. I know people get all mad, oh, like some of the speeches are long and boring, but they're shining light on people who wouldn't get the shine otherwise, like on the biggest stage in Hollywood. So earning a lot of times for a lot of people the achievement of a lifetime. So and I don't know.
But
it's all
what
sad. It's
changes?
all bad.
What would you do if you were the Academy? So the Academy, I've been talking about this for years, RB3, and you've heard me talk about it, and we've kind of just ignored it because nothing really big has changed. But the Academy has long been wanting to increase viewership. What is the change if you are the head of the Academy that you would do to increase viewership?
Man, you have to start going younger. Like you have to start going for younger talent, going for younger.
You mean the nominees?
People. Yeah, I mean it gotta go ground up. It gotta go from the membership base, younger membership, and they've been trying over time. They've been trying to increase their membership, but they really have to make that push into expanding what the definition of film and what the definition of cinema is, and what their definition of allowing people entry into their system is. Because at the end of the day, it's still overwhelmingly old and not relevant. So
so do you think this is more of an issue of the nominees itself rather than the actual show of the Oscars?
The show of the Oscars is directly correlated with how good the nominees are. Like if you have a good year with good nominees, like people always talk about, oh, like ratings, like, oh, how are the ratings like affected by this? The ratings of the Oscars are about the ratings of the movies. How many people went to see the movies? The reason why the 2010 Oscars was the biggest Oscars in like the past decade was because literally the biggest movie of all time, Avatar, was nominated. So
should we nominate bigger movies, more popular movies? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm not saying they should nominate popular movies for the sake of nominating popular movies. I'm saying they should have a more young, interesting fan base or voting base that's actually in tune with the times. Because listen, man, I know you love Nightmare Alley. I'm watching Nightmare Alley. Nobody under 25 even thought about Nightmare Alley like before the Oscar nominations came out. You dig what I'm saying? Like, why?
There's a lot. There's Power of the Dog too.
A lot of these movies. I mean, and listen, I'll defend Power of the Dog a little bit. I think Power of the Dog is a little more interesting than people give it credit for sure. But I think there's fundamentally way more like movies that align with like what younger people are in for. I think younger people like Dune because of like Timothée Chalamet and like Zendaya and stuff like that. But there needs to be that push. There needs to be that. And
what's a 2021 movie that if it was nominated, you feel like it would increase viewership and it would deserve to be nominated?
I mean, well, see,
deserve to be nominated.
I don't know. It don't deserve to be nominated for Best Picture, but I think Spider-Man: No Way Home could have gotten some love
for Best Picture.
Not for Best Picture, no. But it could have gotten some love in any other category besides that.
Like what?
Like Best Editing,
like visual effects. That's what he got.
No, like somewhere like important, like Best Editing, like. Or Best Score. I mean, damn, they gave Force Awakens the Best Editing nomination.
Yeah, but like compared to the editing, the movies they have there, and compared to the scores that are nominated, they picked a lot of really good scores. There was a lot of really good scores this year, like a lot.
They could find a way to give Spider-Man no way. They could give Tobey Maguire a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
You really think that if there's an editing? If Spider-Man: No Way Home was nominated for Best Editing, it's going to increase viewers?
Bro, you know what's funny? There's an actual Twitter thread that I saw this. There's a literal Twitter thread that I saw about this, like in relation to this whole conversation about how the best editing category for years has been the home for like the most popular movies. Going all the way back to the 90s, T2.
That's fair. Like, I mean, to be fair, Dune might win it. I think Dune's going to win it.
But they're not even going to show Dune winning it. They're not going to show Dune winning any Oscars.
So let me correct this real quick. They are going to show it. They're just not going to show it live.
Yeah, it's going to be like a hypercut, like super fast hypercut. kind of thing.
Not super fast, but it's still, it's going to be cut. So it's going to be a clip version of Dune winning it, or a clip version of, so it's basically, they said, we're going to show them winning the award later on in the broadcast when our production team has edited it down, is what they said. So are they, but they're not going to be able to win their award like live on, like they're not going to be able to win their award in front of the audience though. That's what I'm asking. Like in front of the audience, yes, but live, no.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So on the telecast, it's going to be a clip version of them previously winning it already. So it's almost like I compare it to NBA.
Or how they give the technical academy awards when like they give like the 5 second little shine to them before they cut away from it. Yeah.
But it's more like, like Shams Charania or like Woj tweets out like Kawhi Leonard just got traded, and then literally the next morning on ESPN or on the Clippers organization they say official Kawhi Leonard's got traded, but you already knew because freaking Shams tweeted about it. But they just haven't showed it yet live on air because it's previous to the show. So that's kind of the whole issue too, that it's not actually live being presented.
Yeah. And it just, they're going to cut off a bajillion speeches. The speeches are only going to last.
They promise not to.
No. You already know how that's going to go. So again, I think what happens is that like, and salute to, I see a lot of people online, see a lot of people in our space blaming my man Will Packer, who's the producer of the Oscars this year, for this decision. For one, I'm not blaming Will Packer for anything. He's a successful black man, black producer in this industry. And if you're producing an Oscar, like this is a monumental change. This doesn't seem like something that like one person who's just coming in for the job is just gonna like be like, oh, I want to like snip away all the speeches. No, it seems like something that the board will have to like vote on and stuff. So this is definitely something that's like not that. But I do think that maybe change is a little scary. You know what I mean? Maybe they have found a successful way to cut down a little bit on that. Maybe if they cut out the walking and the stepping up to the stage and like the awkwardness of like the handing over the awards, maybe that saves like 30 seconds. But at the same time, it's like you're still taking away from the specialty of it, especially when you're subbing in for more music and comedy. Nobody watches the Academy Awards for musical numbers and comedy. That doesn't happen.
No one cares. No one cares about your Amy Schumer stand-up. Like, no one gives a crap.
And that's the word. Like, oh, no, and Amy Schumer is hosting it too. Like,
yeah, it's Amy Schumer. And it's like, bro, more like we're going to give Amy Schumer like 15 more minutes to do comedy bits. Like, ain't nobody care about that, bro. If they told me they were cutting it down and they were trying something else, or if they were cutting it down for something, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's a fundamental issue with the Oscars that they're just never going to get what they want, which is picking all the super rare, super indie, or super unwatched movies, like The Power of the Dogs or like The Nightmare Alleys, and then trying to get the people that watched No Way Home to watch the Oscars. Like, this is just not going to happen. There's 2 and 2. But at the same time, where does the integrity of the Oscars, the integrity, I put in air quotes, get lost with, let's just nominate Eternals, Black Widow, No Way Home. Let's just sell our souls to Disney.
Never.
And screw it, because they make all the money and we'll get viewers.
I mean, but they could nominate.
Where's the line between that?
Okay.
Between like Nomadland and like No Way Home.
Well, Nomadland is also a Disney product too. But
yeah, but no one saw Nomadland.
But it still won. Dead ass. It literally no. Well, I saw it, and it literally won because of the Disney check. Though you got to remember that too. Though, like, and I think especially like when it comes to that like whole indie and blockbuster divide, there are movies that like go perfectly right in the middle of that. Like, okay, not necessarily indie per se, but Encanto is really well reviewed and had a really big budget and is massively popular. That could have been a Best Picture contender. I think that would have massively increased viewership. Same thing with I'm blanking. Not Shang-Chi.
House of Gucci?
Shang-Chi. Oh, no, not House of Gucci. Come on, man. I'm sure people like House of Gucci, you know. But let me.
So you saying Shang-Chi should have been nominated for Best Picture?
I think Shang-Chi should have been nominated for Best Picture. Personally, I think Asian representation. You know, maybe Drive My Car is probably a lot better in that sense. But real quick, I did want to shout out this Twitter thread I saw about best editing, because I'm an editor myself. I gotta show love to my people, the editors. This from Noah Gitley, talks about how the best editing category has always been like this hub for popular films. In the past decade, I'm quoting directly. In the past decade, movies like Baby Driver and A Girl with the Dragon Tattoo have been nominated for best editing without being anywhere near the best picture race. And Girl with the Dragon Tattoo won. The 2000s, he's going on a whole thread. 2000 saw editing nominations for The Bourne Ultimatum, Memento, and Almost Famous. The 90s saw nominations for Out of Sight, Steven Soderbergh, Seven, Basic Instinct. Editors were nominated for Speed, Terminator 2, Die Hard, RoboCop, Alien, Top Gun, and The Matrix 1 in 2000. Back in the 70s, Blazing Saddles and Superman were nominated. 60s, Bullock and Grand Prix. I guess those are like, we all know those kind of movies. Of course, you got to talk about the actual winners of the category. Fury Road, The Social Network, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars, and Jaws all won Best Editing. Dunkirk beat Shape of Water, which won Best Picture that year. Whiplash won Best Editing over Birdman that year, which I think a lot of people agree Whiplash is a better movie than Birdman. I don't know. I personally think. And Saving Private Ryan beat Shakespeare in Love in editing. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit beat Rain Man in the best editing category. So that just goes to show you this, like, the best editing category is the home for like potentially showing light to like the bigger movies that people actually care about,
I agree. I just don't feel like that's going to increase viewers. Like, I think the Oscars are obsessed with trying to increase viewers and they just don't know how to do it. So this is them trying to do it. The problem is it's such a broken formula when it comes to trying to nominate movies that no one has seen and then trying to do more comedy bits that no one cares about by cutting down on these categories. It doesn't work. There's too much there. And then obviously we have to talk about the fan favorite thing, RB3, the whole tweet out or vote for your fan favorite movie of the year. You think that's going to help?
No.
Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't heard about this. No, don't tell me that's true.
So the Oscars said to send in your favorite movie of the year, and it'll get a hashtag fan favorite award during the ceremony. And apparently the movie that's in the lead right now is Cinderella, the Amazon movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the movie that's winning the most votes right now, is Cinderella, which is the Amazon film Cinderella.
That's why I can't let the fans vote. Man. That's why I can't let the fans vote.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is it's just a broken formula where there's this film lovers connection that want to see everything be sacred, but the problem is they're not enough to sustain the viewership. And I see a lot of people tweeting today and yesterday, RB3, saying that they're going to boycott the Oscars if they do this. Bro, all they're going to do is just make it worse. Like, if no one sees this year, which probably is going to happen anyways, the Oscars are going to, you think they're going to double down on this? I think they're going to triple down on this, RB3.
Yeah.
I think like next year it's going to be worse. They're going to cut them in half. I think they're just going to do all acting categories. All the other categories are going to be in clip packages. And then they're going to do like, I don't know, a musical number with 3 Spider-Men jumping off the ceiling. Like, they're just going to go all out with like comedy bits, with like trying to make meme moments. I think they're trying to get memeified because that's really what they want. They want people to be like, if you're not watching us for the movies, watch us for the memes, which is what a lot of people might do. And I guarantee they have someone in the back trying to do like, hey, let's do this bit where this person goes on stage and they're trying to like organize and pre-coordinate these meme moments that are supposed to be candid, but they're not going to be candid at all. I guarantee that's happening right now.
Hey man, listen, I think the best stunt that the Oscars still ever pulled that La La Land Moonlight joint. If they had another one of those,
that's what I'm saying.
If they do one,
that's a meme, bro.
I mean, that was a moment though. Like, I still think that shit. I feel like, man, they should do almost something like that almost every year. Like at this point, like just keep chasing the bag, or at least like, bro, think about that too. Like, when is the last time we had two nominees as good as Moonlight and La La Land up against each other? Like, when you really think about it, that's not like. We haven't had that in a long time. There hasn't been that competitiveness, like at least when I could think of it, like it's either people are like universally like shrugging their shoulders at like what the front runner is, like it's whatever, or like or it's something that like everybody just has a groundswell of support and everybody gets excited about, or or it's like 2019 where there's a movie that has a bunch of support and just gets killed with backlash, Joker, and just like loses all Best Picture hope. That can happen too, but I
just feel like the Oscars are trying to have their cake and eat it too, and it's just not possible when it comes to nominating these kind of films and trying to do all this. I just guarantee that they're never going to stop trying, that they're always going to keep trying to do this, which only means that they're going to keep trying to get the TikTok audience and the meme audience and the people who just watch it to laugh and trying to get the kids to watch. And the more they try to do that, the more they're going to cut back on everything that we consider to be film categories and film love, whether it's the actual categories being cut down on the live broadcast, whether it's maybe even cutting the categories or something like that. They're going to do some drastic stuff. I think this is only the beginning. And we're seeing just a taste of it right now. I just think it's funny because a lot of people don't realize the conundrum that they're in when it comes to nominating these films. But any final words, RB3, before we take off?
I just wanted to shout out some of our trusty companions in the chat. Cinema Gorilla said vote Army of the Dead, vote Zack Snyder's Justice League, vote In the Heights. I'm all for all three if we're doing the popular movie thing. Honestly,
why not?
Yeah. Honestly, like, really, like, if it really is like are you really joking about that favorite movies thing? Is that like really what
I'm not
do? Like,
and it's Cinderella right now.
No. Listen, everybody really should go out there and like put in their vote for I was gonna say something dumb. Just go and vote for Spider-Man.
I voted. Can I say what I voted for?
What'd you vote for?
I voted for my favorite movie of the year, bro.
Spider-Man?
For Belle.
Oh, Belle? Oh, bro.
Spider-Man wasn't even in my top 10, man.
Bro, that's a losing fight. No offense. But hey, yo, why? But that's crazy because you love Spider-Man, man. Why wasn't it in your top 10?
It wasn't in my top 10, bro. You saw, you were there. You were there in my top 10.
Yeah, I was there. You're right.
We appreciate you guys watching today, sticking around. This was fun. I know it was sporadic, it was weird, it was erratic, but we still appreciate you guys tuning in. RB3, where can everyone find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3, and on my Instagram, you can find the announcement that Timestamp will be showing live at the Chinese Theater this Saturday. That's going to be happening at the Chinese Theater. DM me if you need tickets. I got you. It's going to be at the Chinese Theater on this Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Follow me on socials and follow at Timestamp.
You can follow me at Squad Leader Rays. You can find us at First Cut TMO as well on all social media. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Either way, guys, for the First Cut crew, we're going to be peacing out. Peace.